Hey, what's going on, people? How you guys doing, man? I'm back with another video. Here to talk about divisional playoff predictions. I should have talked about wildcard predictions, but I don't know how I forgot, and that's where I'm going with that. So, here to talk about some couple games: Seattle Seahawks and the Falcons. First, I want to talk about because it's interested. So, Falcons so far, if you haven't noticed, have been winless in the playoffs so far since having Matt Ryan.
What do you think this route would be? Because Falcons, a 13-3 team against an 11-5, the average Joe underdog Seahawks, which talent with Pete Carroll, and Seahawks apparently are also the underdog team as well, if you notice. And with the top dog Falcons, going at it, I think the Falcons are a great, well-performed team in the season, but the playoffs, I think that's where they choke. So it's not like they're this top dog team against an underdog team. Like the underdogs just somehow they just overcome. It's like the top dogs, they just flat out choke in the playoffs, and then it was just a runaway. So quite frankly, that's what I basically think this game is, especially if it's getting a first round bye. I don't know where it stands from there, but quite frankly, I think this could be a chance for the Seahawks to continue to shine out and continue their run and rival up with the 49ers. But definitely, I think, the Seahawks, may have a chance, but for the most part, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So, yeah, Seahawks, turn out to be a tough team. They're really phenomenal. And, they do have talent, especially with the Russell Wilson. Seahawks having two 50-point back-to-back games. Bills and Cardinals. Seahawks scoring like 58 points, 51. And I think that's phenomenal, though, apparently. So, Seahawks, put on one heck of a game for the most part. That's what I think. So, I'm thinking the Seahawks may pull this one, 28-26. Thinking the Seahawks are going to pull an upset on the Falcons. Falcons may continue their losing streak in the playoffs. That's what I'm thinking for the most part. So I'm thinking this one may go from there. So that'll be cool. Texans and Patriots. I think this is going to be an interesting game. I'm thinking the Patriots are going to pull off a win. Because I remember a couple of years back when the Patriots pulled off a runaway win against the Jets. And then the Jets came back in the playoffs and was able to beat the Patriots with the runaway win themselves. I'm thinking the Patriots are going to squeeze out on this one, prevent the runaway. The Patriots are going to come back and prevent the runaway from the Texans, and then they're going to get things back on it. So I'm thinking the Patriots are going to pull a win as well. So I'm thinking probably like 35-28. Thinking that's going to be a close game for the most part. So that's what I'm going from there. Packers and 49ers. Packers, I think, do have a huge shot of beating San Francisco. Nothing to take away from San Francisco, no doubt about it. But last year, 49ers overcame a tough team like the New Orleans Saints. Really overcome. They did one heck of an overcome to send the 49ers to one heck of a victory. So give them props for what the 49ers did against the Saints last year. It was an achieving right there with Vernon Davis, and Alex Smith. I think Alex Smith's really phenomenal quarterback, especially with John Harbaugh. Alex Smith became one heck of a quarterback. Because Alex Smith worked with a number of coaches, especially John Singletary. Alex Smith hasn't been having a good season. He hasn't been on a winning team like he is now. But now it's Kaepernick that's like taking over the spot. What's going to be next for Alex Smith? You never know. I think Alex Smith, now it's like John Harbaugh. It's mostly John Harbaugh's coaching that's really making the quarterbacks look really phenomenal. Just like Bill Belichick with Matt Castle. Matt Castle had a really good season, even though they didn't make the playoffs. But hey, they still had a good season. Despite that, 11-5 with the backup quarterback, that's like really impressive. But they could have won more games. But Matt Castle, it was the big build-up right there, and then they get so much money off of it, training Matt Castle to the Chiefs. And Matt Castle hasn't done anything very much, probably injuries and stuff like that. But sorry to get off point, but for the most part, Aaron Rodgers and Kaepernick, I think the defense is where it's going to come into play. So I'm thinking it's going to be like 17-10 games, 17-13. 49ers, I think, is going to pull a squeeze in this one, 17-13. The defense, I think, is going to really come into play, especially Packers and 49ers defense, especially Packers with Clay Matthews and San Francisco with Patrick Willis. I think that's where it's going to be the linebacker matchup going at it. So, mostly, I think this is going to be an effective, good game. I'm looking forward to it. So, I'm thinking, 49ers still going to squeeze a win with the 11-4-1 record. So, That's what may go at. So that's what I think will happen. Ravens and Broncos. I'm thinking, it's gonna be hard, but it's probably the Broncos. Sad to say, I would want Ravens to win this one, but I'm thinking the Broncos are gonna run away with this one. Probably like, no offense, 28 to 17. That's what I'm thinking, especially with Peyton Manning's offense. Broncos are gonna start real aggressive and gonna get on a run. So thinking they're probably looking for a runaway, just like they did with the Ravens in the season. But Ravens defense, I think, is what's gonna really come into play. So that's what I'm thinking. That's my speculation. So yeah, I'll be looking forward to seeing this game, especially on a Saturday at 4:30. I'm really excited about that. So yeah, I think it's gonna be phenomenal. So for the most part, Baltimore, I think, they still have a great defense. They still have talent. But with Ray Lewis retiring, I think this is going to be a time for them to continue this build-up and continue their run where mostly just continue to build up linebacker. Terrell Suggs, Ed Reed still have great defense. Still have a good offense with Joe Flacco. I think they still have the whole package. So Joe Flacco, I think they have the whole package. Sorry for pausing, but so that's what I'm thinking. Broncos still gonna pull a win. I think it's gonna be Broncos and Patriots to go at it, and it's probably gonna be one big full throttle showdown. Patriots are probably gonna step in, really pull an upset on the Broncos. That's what I'm thinking. Especially with Broncos dominating, and I'm thinking 49ers and Seahawks. And 49ers, I think, are going to win over the Seahawks unless the Seahawks pull a surprising upset. That's something, because I'm thinking it's going to be Seahawks in San Francisco. So that's what I'm thinking for the divisional playoff game. Those are going to be, I think, 4 great games. They seem like 2 matchups, but Seahawks still think they're going to get an upset. So that's what I'm aiming for. So hopefully you have a nice day. It's my video, and tell me what your thoughts are. See what your predictions are. Should do wild card, especially for the road to the Super Bowl. So that's quite it. That's my video, and hope you guys enjoyed it, man. Thank you guys so much. So that's for the most part. Peace out.